My name's Jason, I'm from North Queensland.
My name's Gruss and I'm from South East Queensland.
Political correctness affects me personally on a great level, employment opportunity. It's a lot harder to get into the services if you're just an average white male.
I believe political correctness is about respect and compassion for others that are different to ourselves. I think some change is inevitable. For too long, white males have had an advantage and that we now have to relinquish some of those advantages.
Has political correctness gone too far?
On the whole, I say no. No, I don't believe it's gone too far. As a white male, I see other groups maintaining an advantage because of political correctness, but that's the same advantage that I've had my entire life. What does it mean to you?
I suppose I'm against it, to a certain level, yeah. Well, political correctness to me, avoiding a certain action or saying a certain thing because you don't want to offend a certain group or discriminate against a certain group.
Is that a bad thing though?
To a degree. If you have to be careful of every single thing you say, it starts getting into a level of affecting the freedom of speech.
Okay. I grew up in a small farming town and I was extremely racist, extremely misogynistic, xenophobic. I didn't like anyone that was different to myself. I stuck to a group that was like me, and amongst ourselves we could say whatever we wanted about other groups because they didn't hear it. As I got older and I moved away from the country to the city, I realised that that wasn't necessarily the right way to be, and knowing different people has shown me that it wasn't appropriate.
Yeah, no, I respect that, yeah.
What do you feel that you can't say or do because of political correctness?
I feel like I can't speak out loud, especially in the workforce. It's too easy to upset someone. I think there just needs to be a little bit more toughness. You got to be real careful with what you say. You can't have a joke around with a lot of things.
The government is not saying you can't have a joke. I think it's society saying that we want to be a bit more sensitive. You should play the man and not the race, not the religion, not the gender. It comes down to decency and respect.
At the moment, we seem to just bend over backwards for anyone that's different. It is making Australia a lot softer. It's making us a bit more of a pushover country. Don't you think that all groups should be considered equal?
Some minorities need extra help to be brought up to speed with what is available to most people in Australia.
Not that too much respect's been given, but too much leadway has been given to each of those groups, and it's actually, instead of being on an equal page, it's gone a bit too far with it all.
Should there be gender or diversity quotas in the workplace?
I don't believe there should be. There shouldn't be are you Indigenous, are you a female, do you have a certain religious belief on the application. Political correctness is more making us focus on trying to be more diverse instead of who's most qualified, who's going to do the best job.
I think it's time we play catch up, and that means yes, sometimes some people are going to miss out on a job when they think that they're entitled to it, but I think a more diverse workplace is a better workplace.
I don't see why the workplace needs to be diverse. Just for example, the army, but nothing against females getting in. I'm all for it. Any group should be able to get in, but I don't think any standard should ever have to be lowered. In hand, you lower the quality of the soldier if you lower the quality of the standard to get in.
You say lower quality, but not necessarily lower quality when it comes to compassion and smarts.
What's our common ground?
I think when we join the army, I think we both joined for the right reasons, to serve our country, to protect its people, protect our way of life.
Both mean well, we both care about the future, so I think we're common in that way.
Great thing about being Australian is we can shake hands and have a beer. Thanks, mate.
Cheers.
Cheers.